Each and every person lives his life with the pursuit of happiness. The goal of a person is to be happy. That is why we strive to succeed. We strive to succeed in order to be happy. However, most people assume that the man who makes the most money is the man who's the most successful, the man who ultimately will be the happiest. Came Chavakuk Hanavi and said, you know what the secret of life is? You know what the secret of happiness is? A righteous man lives with faith. Now, when we say a righteous man, we don't mean a tzaddik with a long beard. The Metzilat Yesharim teaches us that every single person is able to be a tzaddik. A tzaddik means someone who follows the way of Hashem. Tzaddik means tzedek, truthfulness. A person who follows the truth. A person who follows Hashem. A person who follows Hashem is called a tzaddik. If a person wants to be happy, if a person wants to live a life of fulfillment, be'emunato yichyeh. He must live with the power of emunah. The truth is, before we learn any subject in the whole Torah, the first thing we must master is the subject of emunah. Emunah is a subject that takes a person through life al mei menuchot, on the waters of tranquility. A person feels al mei menuchot, a person feels happy, a person feels tranquil, a person feels at ease when he believes that Hashem is with him. Our goal is to strive, to learn about Hashem, to know Hashem. Emunah has two aspects to it. It's belief and it's knowledge. When you tell me that it's night outside, without me looking outside, I believe you that it's night. But if it's close to the nighttime, I don't know 100% if it's night. I believe you, I trust you. But if I look outside, then I know that it's nighttime. We come to the level of emunah, which we know that Hashem is running the world. The question is, how do we get to the level of knowledge that Hashem is running the world in order for us to come to the level of belief in Hashem? To know that Hashem is actually watching over us, and actually not just watching over us, but actually guiding us in every single thing that we do. Number one, it's obvious that the world we live in was not created and didn't happen by chance. It was obviously made by a koach, by a power, which is divine. If a man comes to a contest of art, bringing his masterpiece picture, which he worked on for many years, he comes and he tells the crowd, he tells the audience, listen here, this picture that you see over here, you see all the intricate drawing, you see all the lakes and all the trees and all the little pinpoints, everything so precise. He tells them, I worked on this for many years, but you know how it came, this beautiful picture? You know how this beautiful picture came about? What I did was, for the past 25 years, every morning I've been taking a bucket of paint, mixing it with different colors, and throwing it against this piece of canvas. I've been doing this for 20 years. Finally, after much hard work, this masterpiece came about. It's obvious that this man would be laughed at. We look at the intricate world that we live in. We look at the person's body. Just think about the brain. The brain has 100 billion electrically conductive biological wires going on in a person's brain. This brain was created. And it's not one brain, it's a second brain, it's a third brain. Every day, tens and hundreds of brains are being created. And every single one of them is working perfectly. Is it possible? A heart, the rest of the body. A person who wants to see Hashem, all he has to do is simply study the body. Think about the sun. The sun, 93 million miles away from the earth. 1 mile closer to the earth, we would burn. 1 mile away from the earth, we would freeze. It's in the perfect position. The earth surrounds the sun, the earth is surrounded by the moon. Everything is perfect. Nothing is moved by a millimeter. Hundreds and thousands of years. A person just studies, a person just contemplates a little bit in these wonders. A person realizes this world didn't happen by chance. It's not happenstance. This world was made by a creator. And it was not just created by the creator and given up. This world was created and it's continued to be watched and guided by the creator Hashem. And the proof is that we continue living. We continue breathing with no batteries. The heart continues to pump, no batteries. The brain works, no batteries. Everything works perfectly. There is a creator, and there is someone that is guiding and moving every single thing that goes on. When a person realizes this, it becomes real. It becomes so clear to the person that Hashem exists. And it's not just emunah, it doesn't just believe. He knows that Hashem exists. When a person comes to that level and he knows who Hashem is, he gets closer to Hashem. A person who gets closer to Hashem by connecting himself to Hashem, which means everything he does in his mind. I am doing this with Hashem's guidance. There is nothing I can do. I cannot move a finger without Hashem moving my finger. I cannot think a thought without Hashem putting the thought in my mind. When a person comes to this understanding, a person lives his life with emunah. A person lives his life with idiyah. He knows that Hashem is with him. When a person knows that Hashem is with him, and then a person starts looking at the good that he has, because you realize how much good Hashem gives to him. He doesn't contemplate on the negative. He doesn't stare in on the negative. He looks at the half cup that's full. And when a person has that outlook in life, that Hashem is with him all the time for his benefit and for his good, then that brings a person to the ultimate happiness.